Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back, and as always thank you for the support, really do appreciate it. So going back to Hunkydory again today, and I thought I'd have another play with these quick card books because there's just so much in them that's really fantastic. So I'm going to take one of the cards, that's one of the sentiments, so just pop that to the side. I want to go with this one with the Noah's Ark, so I'm just going to find that one. And the cards that I'm making today, they're going to be, they're not going to be the quick cards, they're going to be sort of showing you how you can use this in other ways if you choose to. Obviously if you decide to use them for a quick card, it's fantastic, but you know, it's nice to have options on other things you can do with them as well. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer. Actually, let's just take that arm out. And there's a white dotted line on here, so I'm just lining that up with my groove where it cuts to, and I've got a point on my trimmer that shows me round about where my blade ends, so I'm just going to go nice and straight and cut. This is the actual card base itself, so that's there. And we'll leave those bits in there for the moment. So the actual card base itself, it is pre-scored for you. I'm going to cut that straight down the middle. And I'm also going to take one of these. I think they're actually they're 5 inches long. So I'm going to cut it in half at 2.5 inches. So we've got those bits there. Okay, and then for a card blank, I'm going to come in, so my card itself is going to be 5.5 inches, and then we've got, actually let's do that first of all. So the actual lengthways, let's cut that down to 5.5, and then we want 5.5 for the back of our card, and then we want another 2. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to cut that at 8 inches. And then this one here, I'm going to cut this at 2 notches just above the 2.5. And I'm going to take one of these. I think it's that one. I'm just going to take 2 notches off that one, and then that should, we may have to trim it again, but that's going to be that there. So so for the back of our card we need 5.5 minus 2 notches square, 5.5 minus 2 notches square, and that will go onto the back of our card. And then, so this piece was, so we can go to 2.5 on this one. It should be the right length. Just going to take a tiny weeny bit off that. Wasn't quite straight, I don't think, so yeah, that's better. Let's see if that fits on there quite nicely. I've got a bigger gap on there than I thought we would have, so we might have to just revisit that. So that was 5 to 5.5. Just check that it's 5. Just under 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take a little bit off this. So I'm going to take this down to 5.25. And then this piece will need to go down to 5 1/4. So this will probably need to be cut down a little bit more. Yep. So 5 1/4. To go 2 notches. That should fit on there. So obviously I hadn't worked my maths out properly. And then that one's going to fit on there like so. So we do need, so that needs to come down as well to 5 and 2 notches. Let's see how that sits on there. That sits quite nicely on there. That sits quite nicely on there. So we will have to do a little bit more trimming. Let me get that folded up first and then we'll rework that out. So I had an initial plan. Obviously that's not quite gone to plan, but that's not a problem. We can adjust and go. So this now is just over 5. So we want to score this at 5 1/4. And then we can give that a burnish down. And I'm just going to look at this bit here. Yes, I'm going to cut that down quite a bit more. So let's grab the trimmer back in. So where my crease line is, let me just give the overall measurements. That's going to be much better. So I want around about 2 inches, I think, on this bottom bit. So if I take that 2, so we're now at 7 1/4. Just see how that fits there. Yeah, and I might cut that down a little bit more as well. So let's take that down to 2 inches. And that's going to go to 2 notches under the 2. I feel bad about wasting this glitter card. There we go. That one's going to fit on there quite nicely. And then this will go to 4 notches under the 2. And then that's going to fit onto there. Okay. So then lastly, what we need to do a piece of glitter to go across here. So again, it was 5 1/4, so we're going to go to 2 notches over the 5, and then go to 2 notches under the 2. Hopefully that should fit nicely there, and it does. And then this piece again is going to be 4 notches under the 2. And it should be 5, so that should be right. So that's 5 inches. Lovely. Okay, we're there. Apologies. Best laid plans and all. Okay. So let's start popping this together. Oh, one other thing I need to cut as well. Sorry, bring the trimmer back in. So I've got a piece of acetate. This is the construction one, and I'm going to go at 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Just want to check that fits nicely under there. And it does. Okay, and you've got these little bits here. Well, that one's quite a big bit. Obviously, don't throw those away, and try and put them in a safe place so that you don't lose them. That's the hardest thing, putting them in a safe place, because once you put them down, you can't see them. Okay, So I'm going to bring in some red liner tape, and some scissors. I'm just going to pop 2 pieces. I've got some stuck in that one. And again there. 2 pieces on here. We'll give it a nice burnish down. And let's get that one up. And I'm going to pop a little bit of tacky glue just for extra stick. And I'm just going to put that right up to the top and pop it down. And then we've got our card there. Okay, just give that a really good burnish down. When you stick that acetate on there, just be careful that you don't go too far into that crease, otherwise your card won't fold. Okay, and then the next piece I'm going to do, actually I'm going to do it on the front of my card. I'll just find this around. So yeah, it needs to be on that side. And again with my red liner tape. Oops. This is purely because of the acetate. You just really want to make sure this does stick down. Just give it a good burnish down. Just the more stuck down that red tape is, the better or the easier it'll be to get that backing off. There we go. Okay. Again with a little bit of tacky glue. And then all I'm going to do is just line this up with the bottom of my card. And pop that on. Okay, and then we've got that strength there. So I have done quite wide borders here. You can go even thinner than that if you want to, but that's what I've done. And these workings on the back, you've got a couple of choices. You can either just leave them as they are, or you can just put a plain piece of card over to hide them. I'll do that afterwards. Okay, so let's start with some layers. And I can start with some all-purpose glue on the back of my glitter card. Just going to pop that on nice and straight. There we go. And then again, actually I'll use the tacky glue because of the glitter card on this one. And I think I'm not really going to see the orange anyway. But we're having the orange on the bottom anyway on the front, so let's do it on the orange on the bottom of this one as well. And I'm going to put it on the opposite side to the one that I'm going to put it on when I do the front. Okay, so again, coming back to these layers, just going to pop my glitter on there. And I do like to see a bit of white space behind it. I know some people don't, so you know, you do you. You can cut your glitter card a little larger if you don't want to see the white behind. Okay, and then to there. A good press down. Oops. And then this one again. Just go on the top of there. glue. Just going to pop that topper out. We've got some borders, so we'll snip those out as well. Not sure where we're going to put those yet. We've got Hello Little One, which I quite like. Got a Scent with Love. Got a Handmade Just For You By. We'll put that on the back. I don't think we'll use that as a tag. So this handmade one, just going to pop that straight onto the back of our card, like so. And this one, the topper, I'm going to bring in some pads. These ones might be better, I think. So I'll put one there. Just get away with trying not to make the pads visible through the card. There we go, so that one will go there. And then let's have a little look at this. So we've got some little butterflies. I think what I'm going to do is, let's pop that one down. So pop that one and that one onto there, and then if I just take two small pieces of this, across there, and of course we'll trim that down, and again on the other side up here. Then let's see, where should we go with this one? We could go up in this corner, have a nice little bow there. Let's see, have I got some blue ribbon? I have got some blue ribbon. There we go. Okay, so I'm kind of chucking everything out this one, which is not what I usually do. And then if I just take that one, will do. Just put down to there. And I'm just going to grab this ribbon. Just get that nice little trim on that way. And I use a little bit of clown. Tried there. Just the best thing for a ribbon, I think. That's there. I'll just trim these down. Tighten it a little bit there. of acetate poking out of the bottom, so I'm just going to put that out. I should be able to trim that one down. There we go. So that's where I've gone with that one. I've got a border left over, so we can use that another time. Obviously, like I say, I need to hide those workings inside. I'll do that at another time. But that's the sort of idea that I had with that one for the sort of linked panels. Okay, so I'm just going to tidy this up and I'm going to have a little play with another one. Okay, so the second one I'm going to use is going to be this sit back and relax. So let's go and pop that one out. I've sort of got a rough idea of what I want to do, but we'll see how it goes. So I've also pre-cut a card blank which is 10 by 7. Okay, so if I bring in my trimmer first of all, I'll cut out this card blank to start with. Probably going to have to trim quite a lot of it off. I'm probably only going to use one side of it, so let's go straight along with that. And while I'm there, those borders off, I might as well just make it all tidy. Put that there for a second. I'm going to bring in my scoreboard and I'm going to score this at 5 inches. So if I just burnish that over nicely, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to butt my card up to the side here. And let me turn my board around. It's going to be easier for me to work this way, I think. So if I just butt that up there, and I just want to just emboss down 4 or 5 of these lines. How many have done them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more. Okay. Just finishing that edge down. You can see we've just got that little raised. Hoping you can just, yeah, you can just see that on my screen. I can see that, just that little bit of embossing there, and that's just for decoration. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in some gold foil. Let's move that out of the way. Turn this around the right way. And we know our sort of topper is 4 by 6, so I'm just going to cut this gold foil 2 notches above the 4, 2 notches above the 6, and then move that out of the way, and then that should be 4 by 6. Okay, and that's going to fit onto there like so. So we've got this piece spare. As always, I'll just keep that with the book. I might want to use it when I do the next piece. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just pop that onto the gold mirror, just being careful because it is that alcohol glue. We don't want it to splurge out and take the mirror card off. And then I can bring in, how many have I got on there? Yeah, so I've got a decent amount on there. So bring in some foam pads. Just pop those in all the corners. Oh, I might as well use that one. Just give this a little press down. peel those backs off. And I was always just coming in with the tacky glue. And I'm just going to put that centrally on my card. And then we've got our image. And we've got a wishing you all the best. I think we'll go with that one. And my handmade with love can go on the back. And I don't think we need the home sweet home. I don't think we'll use the tags. I may change my mind. But for now I'm thinking I probably won't. So I'm just going to bring some more foam pads in. I've got this border as well. I want to use one of these borders. So let's just pop that there. And I'm probably going to go with the hats. Grab my trimmer and I can cut that one down to 4 because I know that's the size that's there. So just to add that little bit more gold detail on there, didn't have to, but I just thought it might look quite cute, so just put that on there as straight as I can. Perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and stick some pads on here. Just going to chop down there, and down there. I have to move that one up a bit and just chop a little bit of it. Just put it too far over and caught the edge of it, that's all. Okay. And if you had any sort of decollage where you had the trowel and you know you get the retirement themes on there as well, you could always add those bits onto here to just add those in and just as an embellishment on this. Okay, so I've got another little piece there. And this just says wishing you all the best. I haven't decided if I'm going to put it at the top or the bottom. We'll have a look and see what it looks like. Okay, so we've got, I think it looks better at the bottom. Put that on there, like so. A little bit of all-purpose tacky glue on the back there for that one. And we just onto there, and then just to finish with this one, I'm going to bring in some clear gems. So I changed my mind and I found these sort of brown ones, and I thought they kind of looked like wood, so I'm going to go with those. So I'm just going to pop, just do a shake. One in each corner. Grab a little pokey tool. Just put that one onto there. One onto there. And there. Onto there. I'm just toying with the idea of putting some on there. I don't think I'm going to. No, I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, so it just needs a little insert and an envelope. you just got that little detail of the embossing on the side. If you had some sort of pearl card, not Hunkydory, Crafter's Companion pearl card, that would really show up there. So it's just another little idea just to make this kit go a little further, because you've still got the other back that you can use with any other sort of gardening theme topper really. Okay, so that's it for today, just those 2 cards. Next time back to Crafter's Companion using the new embossing folders. Like I say, I had a bit of a home decor idea, so that's what we'll be doing next time. When we come back to Hunkydory, I think I might go back to one of the books, maybe the first book I got, which was one of the animal ones, just for a little bit of a change up, and then we'll see where we go from there. Don't forget the Hunkydory giveaway, that finishes on the 31st, so you're getting down to the last chances now. If you want to enter for that or be considered for that, you just need to leave a comment on that post. If you just search for the giveaway one, and it will be a Hunkydory one, closes on the 31st of January. If you already signed up for that, good luck, not long to go now. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.